Welcome everybody to the Montpelier Board of Works meeting on May 13th. I'd like to start us off with a quick prayer. Father God, thank you for this day. Thank you for providing for us, Lord. Thank you for the vision and help that you've given us so far. We pray for help and direction in this meeting and all that we do. Give us success, and may we bring you glory in all that we do. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
And we got roll call.
Gary Cagle.
Here.
Gary Blumenhurst.
Here.
Mayor Neff.
Here.
Chase Perry.
Here.
Cameron Bonowit.
Here.
Chief Snyder.
Here.
Chief King.
Here.
Okay. And then we've got our agenda in front of us. So there's one small correction. I think it's June 10th on the next meeting instead of June 8th, I think, on the back, second page. But other than that, do we have a motion to, well, I also have Rick Miller after our minutes. Is there any, do you have a motion to approve the agenda as shown?
I'll make a motion.
Gary,
I'll second.
Okay, Gary Bloomer's motion, Gary Cagle second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And, okay, we've got the minutes in front of us. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Gary Cagle motions, Gary Bloomer second.
Yes, second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, and Mr. Rick Miller from, oh, no, don't tell me, I forget. CDS,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's been a few months since I've been up here, so good to see everybody again. Just a few things to go through real quick on the filter project. Margaret, I brought you your original bids back, so I'll be handing those to you. With that filter project, we're going to have a pre-construction meeting next Friday, a week from this coming Friday. I think it's the 22nd. And that'll just be the contractor and the engineer and the owner walking out to the site, looking at the treatment plant and going over things. With that, I have the notice of award, the notice to proceed, and the agreement for the owner's side or the town side to sign today. So it's for everything that we've already agreed, nothing's changed, but I need to get signatures on these today to be prepared for next Friday.
Okay.
So I will be requesting that 3 copies of these be signed, and the notice to proceed date would be Friday, the 22nd of May.
Okay.
So that's when the contract clock will start running.
Okay, all right.
And that's what you're signing today is,
Yeah.
that's the clock time frame.
Okay,
That we're awarding it to Ottenweller. The clock starts next Friday, and here's the contract, which was part of the specs and the bid package anyway. It's just, we're signing on our side, and they'll sign Friday.
do you know the schedule yet, or like as far as when start and end date projected?
No, that's what we'll find out on Friday.
Okay.
They have 303 days, I think it is, to do substantial completion.
Okay,
So 300 days from next Friday, they need to be substantially complete.
okay.
Filter changed, roof on, functional.
And then also the meters is replaced
Yep.
as well? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And then the difference between substantial completion and final completion is for any of the button-up stuff that's not necessary for operation, like they've got paint touch-up to do, or maybe they've got a little grass seed or something small that does not affect the functionality. That's what that 60 days between substantial and final is.
Okay, very good.
So that's what I needed today. And does anybody have any questions on that? I'm kind of short and sweet today.
So, yeah,
Okay. We can sign these afterwards. I'll
you can
stick.
sign it now. We'll just, that way you're.
You want to sign them now?
Yeah,
Okay.
that way don't need to stick around the whole meeting. That's,
Here's your original bids. You'll have 8 days on file.
Sir?
There's 3 sets. Some of them have just signature, some of them have print.
okay,
The last one, you just do this one here. That's just a signature.
okay, all right,
So these 3 packets will all be the same.
okay.
this one here is
Print, no, print,
date and signature.
okay.
I've already typed your name in there, so today's date and your
Sign
signature.
it here on this, is it, I'll put the date down here?
No, just you put the date right there and your
Okay.
signature right in here. It
Okay,
doesn't
all right,
matter.
all right, all right.
And then the blue one is the big one. That one will have to have an attest, so you'll go up here and you'll do your signature, your date, print
Okay.
your name, your title, and then we'll have to get it attested. And then whoever you want to be the designated, which typically is Chase.
Chase, right, okay.
Yeah, I'll do this. Do you-
Well,
can
they're
you
the primary
check
contractors.
something?
I don't know who they're subbing now.
There's 2 invoices that are sitting out
You're
there.
gonna work next one.
I mailed
Any
one
next
of
week?
these last week.
I
Took
got-
the
I got
38
anything down there
10.
10.
Those are all
Yeah, we'll
about
see.
5 months out.
Back some stuff out until Friday if you wanna work next Friday. Yeah, you can come down there and see. I think they're gonna just look through everything.
All right, then,
He may want you to.
test that.
Cause it'll be a construction meeting, pre-construction meeting, so.
I tried to group them,
Mark
mark
will
them
have
for you.
time.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Seems like this, I'm glad I have a short name. You know?
I just hope they don't come across a lot of bad ones, 'cause I'm gonna have to fix them.
That'd at least be 2 foot. 2 foot at least on that one.
Yeah,
Probably 36.
it'd be a big pipe.
Would you do talk to somebody from the county or something? Did you?
We've been talking to Shriver about it, and just kinda told him, it's all from the county. All that water's coming from the county, and the drain up here at the racetrack is like, it's only like 10 inch.
Is it?
Yeah, and we can't make it any bigger, 'cause it's so shallow on Main Street.
That'd help us. That'd help put down there them pumps too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
Tell them they're overloaded.
Yeah, it's all, there's so much iron down in there.
Guess we're going to work tomorrow, so yeah, I'll work.
Carter's not gonna be here Friday, but I don't really, I think all my mowing and stuff pretty well caught up.
He said this was too.
We'll see what's going on tomorrow.
I'll leave that one for you.
If you're available Friday, I'll see if there's anything I can give
He
you.
just said he'd find something to do.
We went to Chapel 30 before you leave.
Said you might go uptown or Lionel do it. Lionel is good at that.
And I'll
I said,
see
"He
you
is
Friday,
good at it."
a week from
He's gonna
Friday.
let him do
A
it
week
too.
from Friday.
Yep, okay.
I got a question I thought about just now.
Okay.
All right, very good, very good. Yeah, well, that'll be a big upgrade for our community. That's when we're gonna replace all the meters and make them accessible to everyone to be able to watch their water usage. So that'll be a really nice addition. As well as we're gonna replace that one filter that's leaking at the water plant. It has a leak at the base, so that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So, all right, so we'll move on to our department reports. Mr. Chase Perry from Water Department.
Sure. Nothing too crazy for this month. Just typical daily, weekly maintenance. Been talking about getting the hydrants flushed. It's been a while, been a few years since we flushed hydrants. I want to try to do it twice this year. We got them flushed on the 22nd, 23rd. It took us about a day and a half. I think we used maybe 300 to 350,000 gallon. All the hydrants appeared to be operating fairly well. There was an issue down on Windsor Street and Washington Street. The bottom of the barrel, the bracket must have got hit with a lawnmower. And the hydrant still works, but it just leaks around the base. So I said something to Bob. I may just put a tag on it for an out of service. But we'll get a new shackle for that and get it back up going. We ran a new service line for a homeowner down on Jefferson Street. They were wanting to put in a new service. The issue with their service line was it cut across the neighbor's property through a fence to the meter, so the meter wasn't in direct contact with the barrier of their property. So we got to thinking it was probably more practical, rather than taking down the fence and disturbing the neighbor's property, to just have them run the new line out to the alley, and we'd tap in into that water main out back there. To my knowledge, I don't know if that main was there when that house was put in, is the reason why they ran it that direction, but not 100% sure. It took us about 2 days. Wasn't anything crazy. We kind of had to battle the rain, but gas line we had to dig around and some other stuff that we had to repair. I've been working on the emergency response plan, updating that. I know that's a big thing. When IDEM comes and does their inspection, they want an
Do we need to
updated.
pass that?
What's that?
We passed it to the city council. Do we have to pass
No,
that?
we did not.
We did not pass it to the city council?
No, they hadn't read it all.
Oh, that's right. You're right. We did.
Yeah,
post
no,
it, but
no
for-
issues.
okay,
It's
okay.
updated. It's just a matter of
Okay,
you guys
yeah.
signing off on it.
Okay.
I've got the copy, so.
Yeah.
Got that updated. Been working on the CCR report. I think I might have it complete. There's one section in there that I may call my inspector to see where I need to get these numbers from. It has something to do with chlorine. And those need to be sent out to the public via QR code or on the website by July 1st. We have some DMR QA testing coming up. It's due this year. It's basically quality control to make sure all of our equipment's doing what it's supposed to be doing. The tests are a little bit pricey, and if you fail, you have to buy them again. In the past, we've bought basically it's a test kit that already gives you the numbers of what you're looking for, so you can sit there and run it over and over until you get where you need to be to kind of tweak your equipment. I'll probably do that again. That way we're not going in blind, because they send you blank chemicals and tests to run, and they don't give you the numbers. So whatever number you get, you report that to them, and then they'll tell you if you were within range or if you were out of range. And if you're out of range, you just got to buy the tests again. That's coming up. I've been checking on when the tests are going to be available, so I'll keep monitoring that. I got with Chad Reynolds from the Alliance. Carter and I had a class here a couple weeks ago, and they were talking about the water audit being due. I've got something scheduled with him either June 4th or June 5th to come in and do the audit. There's some information that I need to get just so we're prepared when he shows up. I'll get with Margaret and Michelle, and we'll try to get as much information as we can. That way, when he comes here, it's seamless. Yesterday, I went out and did some weed killing. I got most of the property sprayed. The wind picked up, and I got tired of eating it. So hopefully here in the next at least week, I'll get out and do the couple other properties. We had a pump out at the main headworks that Cooley had for I don't know how many months. Finally got with them. They got the pump back in, and apparently they're stating that there's a VFD issue that happened when the pump went out. The VFD they collided with each other, and they both kind of took a crap. I've got a quote from Cooley for the VFD. I called Peerless yesterday. I just want to get a second eye on it. We've got a guy, they typically don't do anything out at the main headworks. They do all the stuff at the water plant, but they just replaced one of our VFDs down there, and I'd like to get him out here to diagnose it and make sure that, I'm not saying that it's not credible of what they're saying, but I'd like to just have him make sure that the VFD is actually bad, because he specializes in the stuff. So he's supposed to get with me, and hopefully next week he'll get out and let us know, and then I'll have them quote us. That way I've got two different quotes on if it does need a replacement. Brad, you and I, we got with the racetrack owner about the runoff issues that we're having out there, flooding yards, cutting into town where it shouldn't be cutting into town. A lot of it's coming from the county. There's a spot on the east, or the northwest side of the tracks where their pits are at. The owner was more than receptive to our proposal of building up a berm and diverting the water in a different direction versus cutting across the back of people's houses and whatnot. So we're thinking that should alleviate that issue right there down on Elm Street, that area. Also on the southeast side.
Well, that was his proposal too, by the way. It's what he said.
Yeah.
He was the one who said he would.
And on the southeast side, we kind of looked at the terrain. There was a few proposals that we had as far as retention pond to kind of slow the water down before it came into town, but we got with Paul Schreiber, and he's proposing putting in a drain at the southeast side of the racetrack, the northeast side of the field of where the water's running off of, and picking up a lot of it and taking it out to East Creek before it even hits the town, which is the best thing that we could do, because there's no other way we could take this water, and we don't need all that water. We can't take all that water.
Right.
And then the other issue down on the northwest end, Standard Oil, Shriver also stated that the drain all that water's taken that goes out to the creek northwest of town, they're planning on replacing. I'm assuming they would probably upscale and bring it into town, and then it would be kind of on us to tie in whatever we feel fit, or whatever we think would fit the capacity of all that water draining down there. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Are you going to get with utility supply when they start replacing all the meters and have them check the what the lines are, if they're copper or if they're lead or anything?
Will the meter replacement guys be here next Friday, or are they like subcontracted
They're a
out?
subcontract, but I don't know that they will be here next Friday.
So maybe that's
All they're
something.
gonna look at's in the pit.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna look at like goosenecks coming off the mains or the corpse or anything like that.
Yeah,
If
if
it's
there's-
not visible in the pit, they're not messing with it.
Sure. If there's any way that we could document the lines, if they're visible, if the
Right.
pit's not filled completely up,
Right.
anything's going to help.
Right. Yeah.
Just since they're already in there.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And that may be good enough for the documentation for our lead and copper.
Okay. All right.
So-
Good. No, that would help a lot. That's,
Have you documented the, like, if you have lead goosenecks or anything like this in the town?
If we've came across them,
I mean, do you have meter cards in this town?
I mean, we have locations,
Tap
but
cards?
the goosenecks, to my knowledge, I thought were an issue to begin with, and they're no longer required to be documented. I could be wrong. But initially they wanted you to record every gooseneck,
Right.
which is typically out at the main,
Out of the main.
and
'Cause
I don't know
it was
if
a big- It was a big undertaking when it started about running back trucks down roads and side
Yeah.
ditches and stuff along the main.
I don't know if they just deemed it not very practical to be able to locate that gooseneck at the main, because you know that they don't typically go straight out.
Yep.
And then they made a correction, but I would have to follow up, but to my knowledge that you no longer have to record those.
Well, what's inside the meter pit's not a big problem.
Yeah. And I know that, I don't know the stipulations on that as far as documentation. If it's good enough to just record that, But to have that information, right off the get and it not be, you know, a big headache for them to just jot down what they see in there, may give us a little leeway in the future of potential changes, because I know it's changing all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll back up one thing on your VFD. Have you called ESM? EFI, ESM?
You love all these initials.
They do the,
The guy from,
they do
yeah.
the head work down there.
Yeah.
They would be able to check that VFD out for
Would they?
Scott Moore.
Maybe it's something that they need to program with the new
Well,
pump.
whatever program's in it will have to be copied and put into another VFD. They're the ones, I believe, that put that cabinet in down there at that main lift station.
I may call Scott then.
Yeah. Give him a call.
Yeah, I'll do that. I didn't think about calling Scott.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate your input, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Rick. Okay, have a good,
I'll see you guys.
oh, Rick, wait a second.
I'll call you here later, Rick.
It was paid on 5/7.
Okay.
I've got the other one.
Okay. All right. I'll let him know. Thank you.
Hey, Carter, could you make sure his doors are unlocked? But you can shut them, but make sure they're unlocked. Thank you. Okay, and Cam Bottawa, or Superintendent?
Pretty much, I was staying busy each and every day.
Yeah.
Started off the month, we got all the mulch in the parks done, kind of did a little bit of landscaping. I know we went down to the PD, we put all new rock around it, got it kind of looking fresh again. Got all the veteran banners hung, we're gonna put flags up next week. We'll do like all the little flags in the parks, and I've got some bigger flags we'll put in some of the parks too, and then I've got banner flags that'll go on all the east side poles on Main Street, downtown. We'll have those, will be all American flagged out there. Been spraying weeds, got all the sidewalks sprayed in town, well, down Main 18 here. Got all the curbs sprayed. Been painting playground equipment, working at the ball diamond, just every day work. That's pretty much it, honestly, other than mowing, weed eating, and trimming, everything. Got the downtown lights done at the Cheney Hardware Building. Those had gotten ripped, the cable had gotten ripped off the old light, so we had to redo that, and got that fixed up, and that's pretty much it. Just staying busy.
We repainted the playground equipment down at the
Yeah.
Fireman's Park. That looks like a brand new
They're not
equipment
finished
now.
up with it. They're gonna keep. I got some more paint to do down there, but they'll probably work on that tomorrow too. So
Okay, well, it looks great.
yeah, it looks a lot better than what it did.
It does. It looks like brand new equipment now,
Yep.
so that's really cool. Because the equipment's still in really good shape.
Yeah.
It just faded,
Just faded.
and so it,
Used a good quality spray paint, and seems to be holding up.
good. All right. Well, it looks good. Looks good. All right. Thank you. Steve Snyder.
My time already, huh?
Yeah.
I was short today.
Yeah.
Wake up from your nap.
Yeah.
I was starting to kind of get heavy back here.
Yeah.
Had to smooth around my seat.
I think I need to get you a new chair. I sat in that thing. I was like sitting. That is really hard. It's not comfortable at all.
Things quick on my part here too. So I don't have call sheets for you. Apparently the computer's down again at the sheriff's department. They changed the VPN last week, and it's been creating some problems. So as soon as that's back up and I can get them, I'll try to get them to you or bring them to next month's meeting. I am going to come to you for some money this time. I don't typically ask for that, but it's not for me specifically, or not for the police department, but some of you may have seen on Facebook that we had some issues with the tornado siren, that it seemed to kind of have a life of its own, and it was blowing at very indiscriminate times, including 3 o'clock in the morning from from what I've heard. I honestly thought maybe somebody had gotten one at a garage sale or something like that. Maybe they were just playing with it, but it come to find out that it's the tornado siren controller out at the water tower by the industrial park. It's been in there since, I don't know, whenever they built the water tower. When was that put in, Chase? Do you recall? Long time ago.
Well, it was early 2000, wasn't it?
Go before me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was McGeth, I think, put that in, didn't he? The water tower?
I don't remember.
I
But
think so.
that controller's been in there since that was built, and it's in a box that's exposed to the elements on the outside. It's the way it's designed to be. But I'm sure over the course of time, the gaskets have gotten weak. They've just allowed moisture in there. There was some corrosion on some of the electronics inside of it. It's gone bad, so it's time to replace it. The quote for that is before you at $3,008 to replace that. We do have 2 other ones that are in operation, but that one currently is out of service because of just it going off whenever it feels like it.
Yeah.
So, which is,
I think it just went off Monday about 6 o'clock at night.
it probably did because I think it was
Sunday.
I think it was Monday morning that I went out. I was just sitting out at the water plant here trying to listen to see if it was going to blow again, and sure enough it did, and I was able to catch it in the act. So I went out there and pulled the power to
I've
it.
heard it 2 or 3 different times.
Have you?
Yeah.
I've gotten calls, because people thought the fire department was doing it. We have orders that go off
Yeah.
and runs.
Well, that's what we
I said,
figured it
"No, it's
was
not
a
us."
fire run.
Not every time.
We've had the folks at Gripco call asking what's going on, and I assured them that the Germans were not.
Yeah.
It was not a bombardment by the Germans or any other country.
The
So
redcoats are coming.
yeah, the redcoats are coming back. But no, it's old. It needs to be replaced. So
Well, do a motion to approve this bid for $3,008 from Jane K.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Gary Cagle, Gary Bloomer's motion, Gary Cagle seconds. All in favor,
the only other option is somebody to go out there with a hand crank, climb up the ladder when there's a tornado and turn it.
You know, Howard's
I
no
like
longer
this.
around.
I
He
like
would've
this
done it.
idea better. You know, usually during those emergencies, we're pretty stretched, so I can't commit anybody for the police department to do it. So, okay, I will get that ordered and get that replaced. The upside is I can fix it. I can replace it, so there's not we don't have to worry about them coming down to do any installation costs or anything like that on it. So we'll save probably $700 or $500 or whatever it would be for them to make the trip down here and time to install it. So I can program it, test it, make sure it's working, doing what it's supposed to. So
Very good, thank you.
yeah, glad to do it. By the way, I don't know about all of you, but the elections are over with, and I'm glad. As we know, there were winners and losers. There were newcomers that made it, incumbents that didn't. But you know, the true winners in the whole thing were probably the printing shops and the post office.
That's true.
I don't know about you, but I had to take a wheelbarrow every day out to the mailbox to get these flyers.
That's true.
And they were nice glossy flyers. So if our postal rates go up,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to be really mad. So because they should have made a lot of money. But I digress here. We did finally receive our bulletproof vest, or bullet resistant vest. The new ones come in, so I'll apply the balance of the bill for that to the bulletproof vest grant, and we should receive half of that back. So our cut of the roughly $10,000 should be about $5,000. The vest grant pays for half of that. Golf carts and UTV registrations. Of course, that's underway. May 1st was the deadline for the previous year's registration, so the new ones are now due. We are effectively enforcing that softly, I might add. We're strongly encouraging people when we stop them we're going to give them an application to come up and get that fixed, and then we'll come up periodically and probably keep a list of the ones that we've written or given those to check and make sure they've got their permit. Repeat offenders don't get that courtesy of another application. So it's about $50 for the violation. It's $15 for the permit. Just get the permit. The inspections can be done either at City Hall or by police department staff. We have the forms for those. However, the sticker can only be obtained from City Hall. The fee can only be paid to City Hall. So that has to be done during, business hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, minus holidays, of course. Vehicles with expired tags sitting on the roadway, again, that's becoming a problem that we're hearing a lot about. We've had several folks in the community lodge concerns or complaints about vehicles sitting on the road with last year's registration tags on them. Again, we're trying to work with the public on trying to remedy this by not being heavy-handed and just getting a record service to come in and tow them. Once we get those, I've been trying to give them about 5 days to get those removed, of which I've told them after which we will call a record service in to have them towed out of here. So we're just asking folks just to take care of that problem. Either if the vehicle doesn't run or you're going to get rid of it, call a tow company and at least get salvage fees out of it, as opposed to us towing it where they get nothing out of it. The next thing I bring up here, is just kind of an observation of my own and a couple of concerns that I've had from folks around town regarding motorized scooters or footboards, I believe is what they're commonly called. But essentially, it's a skateboard with a handlebar and an electric motor on it. I witnessed the other day a couple of kids riding those. I was in town walking my dog, and a couple of kids were going down the sidewalk by the Civic Center. The one was, I think he was 10 or 11. Had I think it was a 3 or 4 year old sibling on the board with him. He turned the corner. She flew off. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt. She was like a James Bond martini. She was shaken but not stirred. So, but I found out who he was and asked him to just walk it back home and let his mom know that I had an interaction with him. I'm looking at what kind of latitude we have with laws that exist already through Indiana code to deal with these. In the event that we don't have anything to address them, see if there's any latitude for the city to add an ordinance or modify an ordinance that may be in existence to address some of those concerns. I have no problems with the kids riding these things. I want them to have enjoyment throughout their adolescent life, but we want to make sure they live through it in the process. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. We're just seeing a lot of them, the riding doubles. I'm not seeing any that are necessarily blowing traffic, devices, stop signs, things like that. But the big thing is riding double, and there's no helmets or anything like that any of these kids have been riding with. So I'm a little concerned about that, but I'll kind of bring that back to you maybe next month when I've got more information on it. So with that, I have nothing else unless you have questions for me.
Any more word on the body cams and all that?
No, I've got the one company that the salesman for the company and I we're playing tag right now. It's Axon, and so I know they're a very very large corporation, and we're just a microcosm in their world. Yeah. So, but I'm still waiting on them to come back with that to get back with me on that so we can talk about our needs and try to get a quote from them. I haven't heard anything back on the grant either that I applied for, so and I don't know when that's expected to be awarded or when we'll hear the announcement. But when I do, I'll let you know.
Okay, all right. Mary, did you?
What company is providing the controller?
Oh, J&K.
So the vendor we're using is J&K Communications. The actual brand name for the controller is Federal Signal. Yes, you're welcome. Going once, twice?
Okay, you're done.
Thank you.
Chief Bob King, our fire department?
Yep, I know Monday night we had our second reading for our grant for the fire station, and that went through, it's going pretty good. They said we might know something September, I think. Mm-hmm. I haven't believed what he said. Yeah. We'll know a definite answer on that, and we'll have another reading next month for the third and final reading. We took our squad over to the Ford dealership in Marion, and they've had it for a week and a half, but it's supposed to be done today or tomorrow, so we'll get that back and have that all done. It was a depth sensor as well as wrong with it. And then we had 4 fires and 11 EMS runs last month. And that's it.
Very good. All right, good, thank you. Okay, utility issues in person by mail. We have adjustments that Michelle's already made. I don't, any of these I don't think need approval. But she's got the latitude to make some minor adjustments. So, I mean,
Oh, well, one last month was $495.04. That was on FTM Properties.
we approved that one, actually.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And the one that was, wish they had addresses. Joseph Roden, 13670, so nothing really big.
Our policy is that the first leak is, just take the sewer drain sanitation charge down to their normal. And, so that's, so, all right, and claims dockets, yes. We have a motion to approve the claims docket as presented.
I'll make a motion.
Gary Cagle motions, Gary Lunar Smith second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And USI actually caught a mistake that, we approved this last month,
This was last month.
and, Mitch called me and said we made a mistake, and actually worked in our favor. It's about half price. I think we got quoted 13,000. It's 6,000, I think. Yeah, 6,000. So we basically just need a new authorization to sign this. This is for a, wait a second. Yeah, just, it's a LTAP paperwork. So basically it's, pavement asset management plan that we're gonna use. We use them, and they have a device we'll connect to one of the cars, and we drive around, and they'll scan Aubrey Road. So it's 6,000 total. So do a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, Gary Cagle motions.
I'll second.
Okay, Blumenhurst seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sign that. It'll be interesting to see how that works. I saw at one of our conferences a demonstration, and it's pretty cool because they give you a video, and they drive down all the streets, and it'll spots every little detail with these roads. I mean, and it'll tell you, then it gives you an overall view of what the condition of roads are, and what roads are the worst shape and what's the best shape, and everything. So it's it'll be interesting to see how that looks. So
Is that part of the new improvements that you have
no, it's
coming, or is that something?
well, we have to do that to apply for future grants. And we have to have a test done that basically states.
Grade your road.
Yeah, it rates the road readiness.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They don't do the Pazer study anymore?
It's what.
That's what it is. That's
It's
Pager
the
study.
same thing.
Yeah, it's-
Do they still core drill roads?
Do what?
They used to core drill
They
those.
used to core drill them back in the day, but I don't think so anymore. They do
Yeah.
like a video thing, and it
Yeah.
just kind of scans it all.
Yeah. Well, and they said that coming is going to be a property standards. They're actually going to be able to drive down the street and a few property standards issues. So that'll be good. And so it's pretty cool because we'll attach it to somebody's car. I don't know who. And drive as long as we drive it down
Gary
every
out there with
street.
a helmet on.
Yeah. There we go.
Bicycle.
That's right. Maybe police, since you guys, how often do you cover every street?
The police department.
I know. But you guys,
We're gonna just go out in the parking lot, we're just gonna drive.
there we go. Yeah, that's right. See all these burnout marks in the parking lot.
Just drive in circles.
Yeah. How often, so you guys, but do you drive the every road every week, don't you, or something? Or is
Yeah,
that-
I've asked that the officers drive every street twice a shift.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, twice a shift. Wow, okay. All right, well, that's, so then, now we just need once and,
That was before gas was $5 a gallon.
yeah, I know, yeah, that's,
But, in all honesty, I think it's good, if anybody has to do stuff like that, I think the police department's a perfect fit,
yeah,
because we have to drive the streets anyway,
Yeah.
as opposed to making it a purpose-driven, moment to attach it to the water department or to the
Right.
street department, where there's not a need to drive every street all the time.
yeah, yeah.
So I had mentioned that before about, read water meters, of course, that's gonna change, but read water meters, just, we could go out and drive those, run the meter thing around and
Yeah.
read the meters, and that way they, one that got, that missed or didn't get checked, they could spot check it, but there's no sense of both of us burning up gas.
Yep, that's good, yeah. Well, yeah, they're gonna have a training session, coming up, so at some point, I guess I'll
Yeah, that's
call you.
fine.
Okay.
We can do that.
Yep, okay, all right, sounds good, all right. And, let's see, unfinished business, let's see. Community crossings, like I said, we're submitting that for 2027 already. I know 2026 is, repairs got a lot of comments on Facebook, which is good. A lot of people liked it, and then some people said, hey, do my road, which I wish I could do everybody's road, it'd be nice.
Are you still gonna fill patch some of them though? Like some
Yeah.
of them have a hole like this.
Yes,
it's not
yeah,
on the road?
that's, we need to, get that.
Cause I know there's one down here on Columbia Street.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty good sized hole.
Oh, yeah.
Probably going out next week,
Just needs
do a
fill,
cold
yeah.
mix.
Yeah. Then I just want to remind everybody that sidewalks, the city does match 50% match on sidewalks. So if you have sidewalk in front of your house that you want to replace, we'll match 50%. So just give me a call and we'll go from there. So
Is that just for repairs or also
For
replacement?
replacement, yeah, replacement. Yep. So
Is that tied with the Pacer grant, or is that separate?
it's
from-
separate, yeah.
I think a lot of people's questioned that.
Yeah.
Have asked me about it.
I know, and see, we can tie the sidewalks in, when we get the grant for the road, we can tie new sidewalks in. And then actually that's 100% covered, which is not even better, but yeah, for anything else, there's.
Can they apply for a Pacer grant and
Yes.
ask for a sidewalk too?
Absolutely, we can.
Had
Yeah.
quite a few people asking that question.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's, yeah, so, and we have to be really careful with our community crossings grants with sidewalks. Those sidewalks are so expensive, and when you start doing a lot of them, it eats up all your road money real fast, because we're limited on it's about 3 times more expensive to do a sidewalk than it is for the road. It's just, they're really expensive. So we have to be very careful, but anyways, but yeah, we are going to do a full, try to do a $1.2 million project next year for roads and sidewalks again. Hit this hard. A couple years ago, our Pacer rating was like 3 point something, which is poor. So our roads are in really bad shape. We have a lot of catching up to do. We're hitting it hard. Every year we're maxing out where we can go, and so we're slowly but surely catching up and have our roads in good shape soon. Let's see. Stop sign. Justin Brooks had asked last month if I would call NDOT regarding his stop sign. they are hard to get a hold of. I don't know how many, I think I had 3 or 4 phone calls, maybe 5, into them before I finally got a call back. And they said by law, they're required to put a stop sign on the right-hand side. So unfortunately, he can't remove his sidewalk or his stop sign. Let's see. Was there anything else we need to talk about? And, then you're doing the traffic study for Monroe and Finch, so,
What all does that involve anyway? Traffic study, what all they do?
Just sit down and watch stop signs, watch for violations.
You have to just do it for so long, or?
Yeah, we're trying to, I don't know, there's nothing prescribed on how long we have to do it. Just trying to hit different times of the day and like that to see if there's any times that seem to be more of an issue than another. And so far, the answer is no, there's not.
Said there are a lot of kids down there, you know.
Well, and again, a lot of the problems seem to have curtailed themselves, complaints have curtailed themselves since the tragedy out there on the county line. I think that was kind of a wake-up moment for a lot of those kids that were.
they signed a pledge, I heard, that all his friends signed a pledge that they would basically obey the law, traffic law, which
Well, that could be coincidental then to the improvement that we're seeing down there because the complaints about speeding and running the stop signs and stuff went away, really.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any more.
Yeah, which, I mean, that's hate for the reason why they signed it, but
Sure.
that's certainly a good thing that they are all seeing the need for that, seeing why there's laws they're there to protect them, not to take away their fun, so. Yeah. Well, that's all I have. Anybody else have anything we need to talk about? Okay, all right, well, do a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, Gary, seconds. Gary, Lumenhurst seconds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.